Hello. Welcome back to my channel, Charm Wisdom. My name is Anna, and I have a brand new pick-up card for you guys today. Today's message is in regards to the Divine Feminine. I do feel like the Divine Feminine has been coming through for many of us. Now, we all have this duality within ourselves, the masculine and the feminine energy within ourselves. So what this side of us, this divine feminine side of us, want us to know. So in front of me I have three piles: pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Go ahead and pause the video if you feel like you need more time. If not, the timestamps are down below. All the information, how to reach me, how to shop small in my Etsy shop, or any of my socials is down below in the description box. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys at your pile. All right, pile 1, to pick pile 1, and this is your reading. So what is it that you need to know? What message does the Divine Feminine have for you today? So give me a second as I connect to your energy. So I'm seeing a lot of darkness. So what this darkness can represent a sense of the chamber of the goddess, meaning there is a lot of healing, because I'm also seeing a square, and this darkness inside this square. So this could either be a transition. This could be a space that you're currently at right now or finding yourself at right now. And I said that my right knee started hurting that. So it could either be that, or this could, again, it could either be that many of you guys are in the dark goddess chamber, which talks about healing, which talks about transmutation, which talks about transfiguration, alchemy, shadow work. So there's something here that you guys are building, because I'm seeing a house being built. So there's something here that you guys are building or are being called to build. Or this could also be yourself, right? Because it doesn't always have to be something physical. This could be ourselves. I feel like a lot of you guys have been struggling with some anxiety issues. Maybe your solar plexus has been off topic, I'm hearing. Not even off balance, off topic. So I don't know if you guys been focusing too much on something else, and this has been upsetting your center. So definitely take your time to ground yourself, to release, to detach from things that are taking away your power, okay? Things that are taking away your will, things that are upsetting your scales, okay? So make sure you are trusting your intuition. Okay, they're ready to, okay. So pile 1, message from the Divine Feminine. So we have Santa Muerte, mother archetype, healing hidden shadows. You see what I'm saying? And I was seeing a lot of shadow energy here. Some of you guys could be Santa Muerte devotees. You don't have to be. But Santa Muerte is an archetype. She's an archetype of death. And what does that mean for us here? So she is the ruler, or seen as a ruler, the lady of the underworld. Another version of her that we could see throughout history could be Persephone, lady of the underworld that travels to the underworld in order to rise again during springtime, right? So again, I do, and we are coming around springtime coming up, depending on when you're watching this video. I am recording it in February of 2026. So again, there is a lot of underworld energy. There is a lot of regeneration that is happening here within your energy. So a lot of things are being cut. Maybe a lot of you guys are cutting things or are needing to cut things out of your energy. Again, solar plexus. Solar plexus keeps coming up a lot. Maybe attachments to, I'm hearing pleasure. So attachment to things that you think is going to bring you pleasure, but it doesn't bring you pleasure. It brings you detriment. It brings you depletion. It brings you sadness in a sense here. Guilty pleasures, I'm hearing. Guilty pleasures. Okay. Pile 1. Lighting up. We have number 11. The call of the siren, sexuality. I do feel like your divine feminine energy is going under a transformation, okay? I feel like a lot of you guys are learning how to rescue, how to heal this archetype found within yourself, okay? Again, regardless of how you identify whether masculine or feminine. Again, we all have these polarities within ourselves, okay? There is some Cancer energy here, especially with that crab. Again, emotions, the mother wounds, the fourth house, hitting agendas, hitting healing, hitting guilty pleasures here. So you're going through a transition in where you're allowing yourself to be rebirthed here, to allowing yourself to be reborn here, okay? There could have been a breach here with that well energy. There could have been a breach of, I don't know, a breach of contract here, whether it be literally or metaphorically speaking here. Again, when it comes to breach of contract, meaning you guys keep agreeing, sorry if I can't speak today, agreeing to something that keeps hurting you, okay? So number 20 is all about completion. It's all about closing something out, learning, going through the cycle, and being able to come out of this cycle through this sense of rebirth, because that's what the underworld is. This is what the divine feminine does. She travels into the underworld in order to rescue lost parts of herself. And many of you guys could be doing this right now. The full moons could be very detrimental for your guys' healing here. There is a lot of more alignment here coming in, mainly our thoughts, bringing enlightenment to our thoughts, to our headspace here, so that we could get out of this dark space and look at the chamber of healing. And I wish I could make this shit up, because I did not see these cards. And I know you guys always hear me saying this shit over and over again, because I really did not see those cards, and it's just astonishing to see these energies pop up like this. So enter the chamber of healing in the divine chamber of Lady Isis. So a lot of you guys are coming into this energy, and I want to read the passage from the Isis Oracle. I really like how this passage, or how this book was really written. I'm coming on some cold, so this is why I kind of sound kind of weird. But anyways, the spiritual gift of healing is coming to you now. Be open without expectation or preconceived notions, and allow the healing from the Lady Isis, mistress of magic, to help you find the best solution for any situation that does not appear to be as it should be. Take your time and create space into which her magic and energy can flow now. Expect your miracle. This oracle comes to you as a messenger. Prepare for great changes, because they are on their way. When the divine Lady Isis offers you a healing gift of magic, it is something to accept as a gift of unconditional love with open arms. It will be offered without agenda, with the only intent being for your highest good and spiritual growth. It will not necessarily look or feel like you expected, but you will realize in the unfoldment of the process or circumstance that it was a spiritual healing gift from the divine, even though you may not have immediately recognized it at such time. So again, you guys are entering a very powerful cycle that brings a rebirth, okay? And this all has to do with your cup, okay? This all has to do with your temple. This all has to do with yourself, okay? So we have seed, yeah. So we can plant a new seed here that could grow. See how we have this growing and the sun is shining on it? And then we have this seed and another 11. So we have 1111 here. So literally 1111, make a wish. There's new possibilities here for you guys. Many of you guys have been settling for less. Many of you guys have forgotten that you guys have a power of recreating, of creation, of destruction. Because that's part of the divine feminine, destruction and creation. It's part of her. It's part of her duality. And I feel like many of you guys have forgotten that. So there's a new seed here. A possibility that can be planted and nurtured. Something that can grow from a situation and flourish. No matter how perilous or insuperable that situation might seem. Seeds then and are about incubation. But the right conditions must exist for the seed to germinate. So again, the right conditions must be present in order for the seed to germinate, right? So many of you guys are going through that transition here, going through the changes, adjustments here that are needing to happen. And for so many of you guys, it has to do with healing certain aspects of yourself, right? And this is why it's hard for you to anchor a certain seed, a certain desire, a certain goal, a certain manifestation, because the divine feminine is afraid of planting this seed. Keeper of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. So there is a lot of ancestors, animal totems, guides, angels around you right now, okay? We have the Seven of Swords. So again, it's giving that energy of why this seed is so, could seem impossible to grow in your life, or could be impossible to see flourish in your life here, because of the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords could represent our fears, can represent illusions, can represent scarcity beliefs. It could just represent so many negative thinking traits here. So this is a time that you need to become your own priority, okay? With the number 13, this is what's going to help you transmute this energy, is becoming your own priority and having boundaries here. Because you have to look at yourself like, whose steps have I been following? What path have I been following blindly? Who have I been following blindly in my lineage, in my life here, right? We have the Five of Cups. The golden thread. The tongue is the whip of the body. Yep. And then we have share your gift, Ra. So we do have Egyptian energy here for those that resonate with that. But again, your tongue is the whip of the body. So how do you speak about yourself? How do you speak things into existence, right? How you allow others to speak to you? What are you being shown here? How are you being forced to grow here? Because the Five of Cups is saying, I'm not happy here. This is not bringing me any fulfillment, right? The Five of Cups is saying, what the fuck is this shit, right? Like, this is not bringing any type of nutritions. These cups are felt attempts towards something, but there is a cup here left behind that she's not paying attention to, and that is that seed. But these thoughts is making you not be able to see it. Okay? So I do feel like a spirit is sharing something here with you. With share your gift and that cup. They're sharing here something with you so that you can make the right adjustments here. And again, they're gifting you something here. Whether it be healing, whether it be a new perspective, whether it be a new door, whatever it might be, they're sharing it here with you, but you're unable to see it right now. Okay? So pay attention to the animals, because there are a lot of animals that's coming up here for you guys. I'm trying to see if anything else wants to come through for my pile one. Yeah, you guys are in this inner winter. And you guys are discovering a lot of soul gifts. Discovering a lot of lost parts of yourself. And a lot of you guys are recalling back your power. So follow the threads. Weave your reality. Remember who the fuck you are, my divine feminine. Okay? Because you're about to come out of this a different person, stronger than ever. Okay? So I hope this helps. I hope this resonates. Let me know what you guys think down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. All right. Pile 2. So pick pile 2. This is your reading from the Divine Feminine. What is it that you guys need to know? Give me a second while I connect with your guys' energy. I'm seeing a lot of clarity. A lot of things are clearing up for this pile. I do feel like many of you guys have shut the door in something or towards something in your life, or a door has closed in your life, a cycle has closed in your life. This feels like a little bit of like I'm navigating, or it feels a little bit like lost at sea, or lost in the forest, trying to find my way out, trying to find my destination, trying to find a map or something here, right? I'm seeing a snake. So there's been a deep profound healing. And now things are going to start moving forward very quickly. I'm seeing a hummingbird. So a lot of divine messages coming in for this pile. Pay attention. But let's see. Pile 2, pile 2. So we have witch, bruja, practicing in the dark, curiosity, soul searching, recognizing power, intuition growing. Yeah, this is giving me the energy of self-mastery. Your power growing, your perception of life, of your own power, of, I don't know, the matrix, of whatever I guess the metaphysical world might mean to you is growing. I do feel like you guys been in a cycle of soul searching. You guys are very intuitive, very, very intuitive. We have the King of Wands. Okay. I keep seeing horses. I know this year is the year of the horse. And again, you've been training for this for lifetimes. And I feel like you guys are about to step in a new role. My divine feminines. Okay? Because the King of Wands, especially in this deck, is someone who possesses a lot of courage, right? Even though the lands around him might look barren, but he knows that he can survive this. He knows that he can find his way out. He knows that he is the creator of his own destiny, in a sense here. Pile 2, what do they need to know? There is always a solution. Okay. Unhookable. This is just reminding me of this left or right path. This path that led you home. It's like, again, mastery, because we have the black and white energy here. Self-mastery, self-growth, self-evolution. It's like you've been doing this for lifetimes. This is not the only lifetime that you've been doing this for. And then we have unhookable. So again, it's like you were able to unhook yourself from the grips of time, the grips of karma, the grips of something here. The grips of, you know, the karma of your ancestors. Again, it's giving me that leader of your own destiny, creator of your own destiny. Look at the progress you've made. You've arrived. Finally, healing and change are here. See what I'm saying? This is what I'm reading this card from the book. And this is what I'm feeling with this pile. Look at your progress you've made. You've arrived. Finally. And this is what it's giving me. Like all these paths, this maze, everything you endured has led you here. Back to yourself. Self-mastery. Finding a solution here. Knowing and realizing that everything starts and everything begins and ends with you. We know we've come a long way when those things that once triggered us no longer do. That person, that place, that old story, that family dynamic. Again, unhooking yourself from that shit. After what feels like way too long, all of a sudden what used to knock you off course or send you into a spin no longer does so. Instead of spiraling and giving away your power, you find yourself standing steady, whole, and tall. The thing or person that once had power over you no longer does. The wounded part of you has finally healed. Oof. Clock it. Clock it. Like, pat yourself in the back right now, please. Please pat yourself in the back. Because a lot of you guys, especially with this King of Wands, is like, I'm not where I'm at. Like, I've been through all this shit, but I'm still not where I'm at. But, again, you're not the same person anymore. The whole point of that journey was to shift and change you. You. Not where you were at, where you were going. It was you this whole time. The mission was always you. Oof. The mission was always you. So the wounded part of you has finally healed. This card is a celebration of how far you've come and how much work you've done. It honors the path you've taken and the journey you made on. To be unhookable means that you've healed that which once threw you off course. To be unhookable means to stand in your own power. To be unhookable means that you draw your own strength from within. Strength from within. Strength from within. To be unhookable means that your roots are deep and your inner connection is strong. Your roots are deep. Congratulations, you've come such a long way. Honor and acknowledge the process you made. Celebrate the growth you've achieved. That's huge. That's huge, my pile too. Oh my God, that's so beautiful. Look at that. You're the butterfly maiden right now. And see how we have a lot of desert? A lot of desert energy here. You are the spring that waters your ancestors. You are the spring that nurtures and nourishes your ancestors, your roots. You are the spring that gives them water, life, happiness. Especially because it's giving me a lot of barren, but this is the barren energy. It's ancestral. It's like, this is what your ancestors created, but it's like, you kept digging. You kept digging and digging to find water. You kept digging and digging. It's kind of reminding me of the movie Holes. Like, you kept digging and digging and digging, but it was like a curse, right? It's a curse that your lineage, yourself, or whatever it might be, was under. And then it's like, you kept digging and digging until you found this inner source. And you guys did. You guys did. Yeah, and now we have healing the divine masculine. Okay. We have spinning. Gratitude for the past. A lot of mace energy. See, we have two different decks. A lot of mace energy. You found yourself. You found your way back home. I want to look at... You guys might be like, bitch, stop fucking reading from the book. But I really like some of these decks, how they really, you know, depict the images and the message from these decks here. Spinning is connected to women's magic and especially to the mysteries of creation and transformation. Characters like the three fates in Greek mythology, the three Norns in Scandinavian mythology, and the Mother Holy in the German fairy tale tradition are archetypal creatrixes, quite literally spinning the world into being. Yeah, this is who you guys are. It's like you guys took something and turned it into gold, right? It's like spinning this, I forgot what it was. Was it straw or whatever? I forgot what it was. And turn it into gold. The act of spinning is a catalyst for magic and so can attract otherworldly beings. However, not all of these beings are benign, and their help is often costly. In such stories, spinning is a test or a task that sets for the heroine, and it must be completed with the use of magic, such as spinning straw into gold, or in the record time. But if she doesn't have the skill, and the few heroines do, then the task may be completed with the assistance of an otherworldly character who's attracted to her. This character might be a magical woman called Hebetrot and her spinning sisters. In German stories, we might find the homunculus-like characters such as Rumpelstiltskin. What can be taken from her in return? What do you need to spin into being in your world today? What needs to be created, and who will help you achieve it? So what could be created at this time, and who can help you achieve it? And this is your divine masculine coming forward. Your divine masculine can help you achieve this. Whether it be through your own version of your divine masculine, this could be through a divine masculine in your life. This could be through a divine partnership, whatever this might be. Ofun, the future will never come while you're attached to the past. And then we have gratitude for the past. And we have 20. So you guys have completed something. So, okay, I'm getting the message now. You guys have completed this cycle. You guys have found yourself. You guys have feel yourself more holy, right? You're a different person than you are now. Many of you guys could feel even like I feel like I'm back at the same place where I started like 10 years ago, 15 years ago. But for many of us, it's 10 years ago. I feel like I'm back in the same place. However, I might be back in the same place, right? But I'm not the same person. Because again, the journey was within. That's the journey that you guys were going through. And now I feel, especially with this divine masculine, now there's a new journey that is coming in that is outside of you. And then we have the spinning. So now you're able to spin. You guys have the talents, have the power, have the knowledge, have the wisdom, whatever it might be, to create whatever it is that you need to create, because you are the creatrix, right? You are a weaver. However, we need to keep moving forward, right? Keep finding gratitude in the past and not focus too much in what has happened or where I've been, because we have 2020. We have two 20s here. Okay. So let's create from a new perspective instead of old wounds. So that's just something here that is coming up as a warning. Okay. My pile 2. So be aware of weaving from old perspectives, from old tendencies, from old helpers, from old mentalities, old limitations. Because of now, we're going to create the same shit. Home at last. Again, you guys are home at last. Home at last. That's freaking beautiful. Last card here, we have the 10 of Pentacles. Ancestral energy. Happy ending. I do feel like many of you guys are going to be receiving a lot of ancestral blessings. A lot of you guys are going to be blessed with family. A lot of you guys are going to be blessed with a divine partnership. You guys are going to be blessed with a very fruitful foundation. There's something here that you guys are about to be blessed with. And this is a legacy. This is a legacy that you guys created, and this is a legacy that's going to be carried on. Okay, my pile 2. So this is a legacy. Your legacy is going to be going down for generations. This is beautiful because you guys found yourself. You guys finally found yourself. You guys are finally home at last. And as I said, that it was 1331. So I hope this helps. I hope this resonates. Let me know what you guys think down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Pile 3. So you pick pile 3. And this is your message from the Divine Feminine. Okay, right off the top. It's messages coming in very quickly for this pile. And one main thing that I keep getting is, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? I'm hearing the song from Gwen Stefani. I forgot the name of the song, but it goes tick tock, what are you waiting for? What is the name of the song? But that song is playing in my head right now. I was like, what are you guys waiting for? Take that leap of faith. Jump. Go all in. What are you afraid of? My pile 3. We have poison apple, temptation, past life energy, knowledge, sensuality, eternal pain, teacher of love, original sin. I feel like many of you guys are afraid of falling into temptation again. I feel like many of you guys, your divine feminine energy is afraid of creating the same thing. It's afraid of being tempted. It's afraid of, falling into the trap, the same trap again. But we have break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. But you are able to rewrite your future, and I feel like you have forgotten this. Yeah, I feel like you guys have forgotten this. So many of you guys, your divine feminine energy, you yourself, has been feeling at a sense of a crossroad. And a lot of you guys have been like, fuck, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the right thing? Should I? Shouldn't I? Should I? Shouldn't I? Right? Should I walk down this path? And then see how we have a scorpion right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's very like blended in. We have a scorpion in this path, right? And she's looking down this path. It's like, oh, but this one looks really pretty. It looks da-da-da. But this one looks scary. I don't know if I should or shouldn't. But again, the less treacherous path usually comes with this temptation energy, comes with this poison apple energy, right? It's like, you know, when what movie is it? It's The Sleeping Beauty, when the witch offers her the apple, right? It's like, oh, it's so good, it's so luscious, it's so juicy, da da da. But when she bites into it, she's like, right? She goes into a deep sleep. So again, it's like that's the path that is being offered to you guys. But it's like this path that is also here is saying that you could go deeper. Yes, it's scary. Yes, it's frivolous. But it's like it's saying that we are able to break the chains if we walk down this path. Sedna, there is always enough. But I feel like you guys are always sacrificing something here. Sacrificing yourself, sacrificing your happiness, sacrificing your peace, sacrificing something, your conformity. I don't think I'm even saying that right. It's like you guys keep sacrificing something, sacrificing parts of yourself to not rock the boat. You have ground from the root, meaning ground with purpose, create with purpose. That's how we are able to sustain ourselves. That's how we're able to rewrite our future. The ceremony of life, yeah. Because I feel like a lot of you guys have forgotten how to live, or have forgotten to live, or have forgotten how to enjoy, how to find pleasure. Yeah, we have Medusa. Each time a woman stands up for herself, she stands up for all women. So how can you stand up for yourself? Papaya 3. Again, what parts of yourself do you keep sacrificing? How do you keep shoving her down under the rug, your divine feminine? Queen of the heaven, blessings from the divine empress of the skies. Irasun, so afraid of what the future may be, you didn't act. Exactly. Many of you guys are afraid of the future and what could be if you guys choose to walk away from a toxic relationship. If you choose to leave behind a job that no longer brings fulfillment. If you choose to, I don't know, to divorce along a marriage. If you choose to, I don't know, to become someone different, change your hair, your aesthetic, whatever it might be. It's like you guys are afraid of something here. And what could be, but that fear, right? Again, that Scorpio energy, that fear is causing you to not act. And then it puts you in a state of rage. It puts you in a state of unhappiness. It puts you in a state of like, but why this, why that, da 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 da. Because we have the well. And what does the well energy have for us? Wells are a conduit for life-giving nourishment of the other world. They have their origins in it and bring otherworldly gifts with them into this world. In fairy tales then, and the well is an entrance of the other world, a location where we can pass out of the everyday into a world of magic and possibility. She finds herself in a beautiful new world where she apprentices herself to a powerful old woman. As a result of her hard work and she was kind to all the magical beings she met there. The girl leaves enriched, quite literally covered in a shower of gold. Her unkind, lazy sister leaves covered in tar. We never know exactly what we're going to find in the dark depths of a well, right? We never know what we're going to find on this path, right? But we can guarantee that our foray into the other world will leave us utterly transformed. Whatever the nature of a journey and whatever wonders and strangeness we might find, we can walk our path Respect and reciprocity are everything. The fairy tale heroine never succeeds in her task without kindness and without the assistance of others. And at the bottom of the well, your true character and your intentions can be hidden. Depending on how you behave there, a journey into the well might be blessing or a curse. Do you have the courage to let yourself fall into the unknown depths of the well and the strength of the character to honor the otherworldly forces you might find there? So, again, are you willing to jump in? Yeah, because we have the Ten of Swords and the Queen of Cups. The Ten of Swords is saying, this has been a difficult ending. This has been a difficult path. There has been a difficult chapter in my life. There has been a difficult life in general, right? But there is blessing that I am able to receive, but I am afraid of receiving or uncovering these treasures. I'm afraid of jumping into this well. I'm afraid of walking down this path. I am afraid of breaking the chains. I am afraid. But this fear is leaving you in this poison apple energy. It's leaving you in this eternal pain. And where you keep experiencing the same shit, different toilet. And the Queen of Cups is saying, enough is enough. I can't keep drowning myself in this situation and these emotions and these theories and this isolation and whatever it might be. Because it's suffocating. But I need to choose. I need to choose. What path am I willing to go, or am I willing to stay in my comfort zone? Because this is not going to bring me much growth. Like we talked about in this well card. The Queen of the Heavens, the Divine Empress of the Skies, acknowledges your feminine authority now. As a man or a woman, you have a life path of spiritual leadership to bring qualities of mercy, compassion, and wisdom into the world. The Oracle of the Queen of the Heaven is confirmation of your feminine leadership and spiritual authority, whether in male or female body, this lifetime. Isis means throne, and her presence and blessings of the Divine Empress of the Skies, she offers initiates of light, men and women, great feminine spiritual power. Feminine spirituality authority occurs when power is tempered with mercy, wisdom, compassion, and love. Exactly. Right? With the poison apple. It is an inspired spiritual leadership through the heart and a model of power and authority that is based in empowerment that rather than force or control. Isis, Queen of Heaven, calls you to ascend to the throne of feminine leadership within your own being, that you may fulfill in your life mission and serve the divine feminine on the planet from a place of inner spiritual authority. This oracle is confirmation to step forward in leadership if you have been considering doing so. It might be in the connection with others, especially if you also drew the card of the divine sisterhood, but you're also to realize that you are capable of spiritual leader in your own right as you trust the divine feminine's values within. Basically, it's making peace with authority figures past and present often involves pulling back the unconscious projection of our own authority, divinity, and strength upon those persons, seeing them as belonging to ourselves and allowing the other to be more human. It may involve recognizing the gifts and the human failing of the authority figure and within ourselves in the moment, seeing the grace involved as two people with limited consciousness attempted a relationship. There will always be gifts and learning on both sides of a relationship. Allow the release of forgiveness that comes with compassion and the freedom that willingness to grow within brings, so that your relationship to authority within and externally can be healed and transformed. So I feel like a lot of you guys could not have very good role models in your life. And this is why it could be difficult for your divine feminine to stand up and lead the way she is wanting to lead. Okay? So let's see, what fears does my pile 3 need to surrender? Pile 3. The fear of failure is impeding your success. What have you got to lose? You will never know if you never try. You will never know if you never try. You are spending too much time developing your idea. It's good to be prepared, but long-term planning can be counterproductive. Keep your ideas simple. Fear-based decisions have a tendency to make things more complicated than they need to be. Exactly. Underneath the deck is inaction causes stagnation. It's time to expand your horizons and welcome new opportunities. So the opportunities are here for you guys, my pile 3. You no longer have to feel like you keep drowning, okay, within your emotions here. So it's time to surrender those fears and allow yourself to walk through this path. Take a leap of faith. The results may surprise you. Exactly. Take that leap of faith. That's what your divine feminine wants you to do. It's take that leap of faith. And however you may be getting called to do so. We have 23 and 32. So 5-5. What changes need to be made? What adjustments need to be made? Again, there's something here that needs to be let go. Okay? So I hope this helps. I hope this resonates. Let me know what you guys think down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.